And your podcast is so stupid. I hate it.
At night,
I hate it.
Sunil Patel,
I hate you.
Huge Davies.
And I hate you.
You are now entering Slam Country.
Right, headphones on, boys. Come on.
Alright, here we are.
3. Wait, no, we
No, part two of us.
we can't do it at the same time because then it doesn't work. No, I want to do it. There you go.
Four claps now.
What if I'm going to clap but under the table so you can't see it? Okay,
Cool,
time to start the podcast, and I'm going to start it by saying, if you want to hear all of our bonus episodes, there's like 20, 30 of them, and all of the old podcast episodes, there's over 50 of them, and our full live show with Ed Gamble, go to patreon.com/Slime Country. And now we're going to talk about some different topics and subjects from the crazy world of stand-up comedy.
Oh, I was going to Google about the prawn.
Yeah, so Sunil's just eaten some completely uncooked prawns.
No, you can send out one uncooked prawn and left 3, didn't you?
One's enough, though, isn't it?
One's enough,
One's
it does
enough
the
to
damage.
take you down, I think.
It's going to give you Google prion disease, that's what I think you have.
Never eat any raw seafood. Okay.
Right.
Well,
No, that's not- that's-
sushi.
No, that's how you tell the cardinal directions, isn't it? You've got never, that's north, eat, that's east, any, that's ast.
That's where the ass is, down south.
Yeah, raw,
Yeah.
that's Ralph.
Yeah.
And
Symptoms-
seafood, that's cest.
Yeah, sure, yeah.
Symptoms usually appear 30 to 60 minutes. after.
Brilliant. So literally the puff in the window of the podcast recording. That's brilliant.
Fucking
In about 15 minutes, we'll see what happens when you. What's a Voreo infection? Vibrio infection.
No, I'm going to go on Reddit.
Can you get worm from prawns?
I understand, man. I think I've got dishydrotic eczema.
Reddit 8 raw prawn.
What's that one? Is that eczema from the inside?
Eczema on your things and toes.
This guy's freaking the fuck out.
This guy
It was frozen.
something metaphobia. What's that? Go to the name of the subreddit. Go to the name of the subreddit. Emetophobia.
What's that?
I don't know. Let's Google it. Emetophobia. Welcome to Slam
look,
Country.
Most frozen shrimp companies have fully cooked shrimp and then they freeze and preserve it.
No, but that's not what happened with you because they were
No,
fresh shrimp
'cause
and
they
they
were
were completely uncooked in the middle.
Yeah.
That's what I was saying. That it would normally be like normally you'd have a prawn that's like frozen and already cooked, and then you just heat it up. But with yours, they were fresh. Emetophobia is a phobia that causes overwhelming, intense anxiety pertaining to vomit. Interesting.
I've never seen you vomit before, and I'd like to.
I don't imagine you would ever vomit.
I can imagine you.
I haven't vomited since
no
I was
expression.
17.
Really?
No expression
Yeah.
in your face. No movement either. No attempt to even kneel
Just
anywhere.
coming out of my mouth.
No, you
No.
you just
No,
sit,
no, no,
sit
you-
there like a gnome.
You'd seal your mouth and it would explode out of your eyes, ears, and nose. You'd die on the spot honourably. You'd honourably die. Go on r/Trader Joe's. Accidentally ate the Argentinian red raw shrimp.
Can one possible raw shrimp make you sick?
That's someone who's dying and typing.
Worst case, violently ill in 6 to 9 hours and puke your guts out for a few hours. High probability you're okay and have nothing to worry about.
Brilliant.
We're back on. Let's go.
Brilliant.
I think it's good for you to eat raw prawn.
Why?
No, I think it'll be good for you,
Yeah.
no matter what.
Good for
Test
the
yourself,
podcast
innit?
as well.
Test
Yeah.
yourself. Push yourself.
Who's got the weakest gut out of the three of us?
You.
You
No,
are
fuck
100%.
off.
100%
You
it's
constantly
you.
complaining about your gut.
No,
I haven't
fuck
been
off.
sick since I was 17.
Sick of
It's
you
'cause my-
rumbling about in this fucking studio.
What's
like
your-
like a train?
What made you? Don't talk to me about trains, brother. I'll be here all day. What
Yeah,
What
go
made you sick when you were 17?
on. Loads of lager.
Bloody hell.
Don't worry
Stop
about
smiling.
It. Don't
Stop smiling like that.
How
loads
much
of
is loads
fucking
of
cans.
lager?
Don't worry about it. At least double figures probably.
Iron tummy
And some
Patel.
shots, yeah, and some beans.
Nice one.
I've got a good gut.
You got a nice gut, I think.
You've got food. When was the last time you got food poisoning?
It's hard to tell.
I don't think I've
I'm
ever
just
had it.
always ill. Do you know what I mean? Like if you're ill enough, you just never really get ill.
You're 1% ill all the time. Yeah.
If you have sleep deprivation for 10 years, you basically can't feel ill. It's impossible.
Is that you then?
Sometimes I go to doctors and they're like, freak. They're like, what? You're alive? And I'm like, yeah, absolutely nothing. They're like,
Yeah.
they're like, I think you have like TB. And I'm like, it can't be.
I
I went to the opticians recently, and they said
really.
my eyes were
Wait, look at the camera. Notice anything? Well, obviously you don't because we're not doing video episodes anymore. But Hugh's got glasses for the first time.
But they tested my eyes, and she had to test my eyes
How did that go?
8 times.
Why?
And they were like, she was like, eventually she's like, as an optician,
She's like,
I've never
listen,
said
they've got a point in the same direction if we're going to do this
Yeah.
test. You
And I was
can
like,
sort
no,
that out.
That's just what Asians look like, I said. So, she said, you look like a cat person. I'm like, no, it's not. It's just that's just Indonesians. No, she said that there was like something so she was like, I've never seen this before.
What?
And it was quite jolly in there because I thought it was
What?
quite a lot of fun. She was like, no, honestly, I've never seen anything. Your eyes are so different. Normally it's like a 3-point difference between the two. One of your eyes is 0.9, the other eye is 0.23.
What?
And I was like, what? And she was like, yeah, you got to come in. Like, so they're getting scientists in to come test me.
What's this?
Because they've never seen anything like this before, and I was laughing about it. She's like, "No, I've never seen this before."
So
As
what-
in, like, I've not even read anything like this before.
'Cause I tried
she
to-
studies eyes. She's
I-
been to uni for it.
I tried to. Yeah, but you've been to uni for books, and
Yeah,
it's not the same.
It's true. And Neil's and films. And
You
not
read,
seen a
yeah,
film.
yeah, exactly. Yeah. If you read you could read a book and go, "I've never seen anything like this before," even though you did a master's in literature.
I've got a master's in literature. Every time someone says they have
believe it.
any sort of degree or qualification, I'm like, but I also have more than I have about the same as you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So I tried your glasses on because that's the rule. You have to let me have a go. But your prescription isn't very strong. Is this just temporary?
It's things far away. So it's like
Right.
I can't read things very far away. This is all blurry.
So you
I
might.
was saying to you, Sunil, yesterday, like the opticians I went to
Oh.
was near London Fields, right?
Wow.
And then I was like,
Oh yeah.
normally what happens is I can see like 3 people, and then it's like a kind of a blur past that. I got used to that. Unluckily, what I did is I put the glasses on for the first time at London Fields, and unfortunately, I had the deepest dishonour of immediately seeing 300,000 cunts sitting on a common. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
In
yeah.
London Fields,
Your first
unbelievable.
time
Yeah.
seeing a crowd of people, and it was the worst one
Yeah, yeah.
imaginable.
Took
yeah.
them straight off again. I was like, back to SD.
Well, don't wear them at gigs then.
Yeah, no,
Well,
yeah,
I'll tell
for
you
sure.
what.
I'm not wearing them for gigs now.
No.
Me and you were in a posh opticians in North London recently, weren't we?
Hello.
Filming,
Out soon.
filming a video that's out soon. See,
Sunil's blank.
my
I
my
remember it.
my eyes are and my stomach are perfect because that's the way that Yakub made me.
Who's Yakub, Ed?
Do you not know about Yakub?
Yeah, I mean,
Well,
I
no,
vaguely-
obviously you know about Yakub. But
Nation
do
of
you know-
Islam. He's God,
Have
isn't
you
he?
taken my vape?
No, this is my vape.
If you've taken my vape,
I
I'll
didn't-
spark you.
You left your vape on the table. You had your vape on the table when we were having
You were
lunch.
offering around vape yesterday.
You had vape on the table when we were having lunch.
I'm going to look for vape. You
Have you
can't
heard about
have left-
Yakub?
He'll hear us.
Do you know about it?
I've got
Yakub is,
headphones on, I can hear
Yakub
you.
is God, yeah.
It's not as if the room's so big I couldn't hear.
Who's
No.
Yakub?
No.
Yakub's a prophet.
No, it's under your table, you stupid cunt. It's under your chair.
Another one, is it?
That
You've
makes
got
it about.
last two. There's another one under there. So he was like he was a jealous scientist. He was a jealous scientist back in the beginning when the world was all black people, and he
Excuse me?
was so he was so jealous and angry that he sort of sailed away, and he bred a race of evil, heartless devils that were all white. And that's how white people came into being. Is the scientist, the petty scientist Yakub, who was a genius but marred by like character flaws, created white people in a lab to persecute black people until the end of time.
Where did he go
He
uni?
was black though, wasn't he?
Huh?
Where did
He
go
was
uni?
black.
Aberdeen,
yeah.
yeah.
Aberdeen.
He went to Aberdeen. Yeah. All the most evil people go over there.
Yeah, banished from Cambridge University.
Yeah,
After
that's
the-
basically
after
what
the
happened to
things.
Yakub. That's
Yeah.
basically he got
Yeah.
banished from Black City.
Yakub, is that Jacob said funny? Or
Yakub.
Yeah, okay.
So yeah, that's
say Jacob.
that's why I've got like a superior eyesight and gut because Yakub wasn't fucking about when he made my people.
I've seen.
He
some
made a
of
few
them.
mistakes.
Yeah.
I've never made a single mistake.
He's made.
And if I
he
did,
made-
it's part of
no,
Yakub's plan.
Yakub would have made a lot of mistakes. He has made a lot of mistakes.
What do you mean?
Well, not all white people have perfect vision.
Huh?
All right, tell us more about Yakub. Why did he do it?
He was like
What was
jealous.
the persecution?
No, he was like upset with the king or something.
The king of black people.
Yeah.
We're all upset with the king. You
Yeah.
can't just do what you want, because you're upset with the king. You can't,
Yeah.
can't be the backup.
Who believes this stuff? This is Nation of This is Nation of
this
Islam.
is nation.
right?
This is nation shit.
But they're still
yeah.
teaching that.
Yeah.
That's like the Mormons, isn't it? There's some mad story they made up in the last like
Joseph
15
Smith
years.
and the angel Moroni. Yeah.
Found a
Mormons are
stone
those
tablet.
spaceship lads, or
Spaceship.
No,
stone
that's
no, that's
Scientology.
Scientology. They're the spaceship.
Oh,
lads.
Mormons are an angel came from space, gave me some gold tablets that say I can have 6 wives, but you're
Yeah.
not allowed to see them.
Yeah.
You're not allowed to see them, but trust me, the tablet said I'm allowed to.
As
see
you
them.
said that, I was like, "Can I see them?" And then I realised that it might be for me.
Yeah, you're
Do you
not
know,
allowed to see
I'm
them. Yeah.
I'm target market for that sort of thing. I want to see them. I want those pills. Were they golden? You said.
They're not pills. They're tablets, like
Tablets,
as in,
like,
like
Like
written
cigarettes,
tablets.
like tabs.
No,
No,
like
no,
stone
like
tablets,
stone
but like
tablets
made of
written
gold,
on
like written the thing
a
you
big
write
tablet.
on. You know, like a tablet,
You know,
like
like
Moses.
an
Moses
iPad.
got
Like gold
Moses got the
iPads.
commandments
Like
on,
iPads,
like
yeah,
an
like
iPad,
a tablet.
a gold tablet, a gold pill. You got a master's degree.
You
Yeah.
taking
That's
those
crazy.
Viagras yet?
What? I took one.
Did you?
Yeah, on Saturday.
How'd it go?
Forgot I'd taken it. Watched I watched Shrek 2.
Did you get hard?
No, I watched Shrek 2.
I think
But
you
yeah,
have
I
to
did
be-
get hard, yeah.
You're just watching Shrek.
Yeah, just watching
Isn't that the one where he fucks the dragon? That would make
no,
you
no, no,
hard
Shrek,
as a
he's-
rock.
I think he's fucking the dragon towards the end of the first one and the second one.
tell you
Because they
what.
have kids in the second one.
Which bit did you get hard at?
Hmm?
Which bit did you get hard at?
I didn't get hard at any of it.
Oh, right.
I just watched.
Tell you what, you're the real hardest geezer. Now that you've had all that Viagra, you're the real hardest geezer.
So yeah, Shrek 2 is a good movie.
Have
One
you
more
seen
time,
it?
Ed.
Because you're the real hardest geezer.
That's nice.
Yeah, okay.
So what do we think about hardest geezer's
Yeah.
done?
Who is hardest geezer?
He's the Yakubian who ran the length of Africa. He's the white. He's the white guy that he's said he was raising money for charity by running the length of
Is
Africa.
it illegal to draw a picture of Yakub?
Of Yakub? No, no.
Was he
no,
like-
that's
If you-
Muhammad. You're thinking.
No,
of.
yeah, I think that's the same thing. Best not to. I was going to draw one, but best not to, just in case.
Don't draw Muhammad on the podcast, please. It's good thing we don't have video episodes
Mohammed's
anymore.
shit staring. Who's going into life drawings? He's
Yeah.
always there.
He ran the length of Africa, and he said he was the first person to ever do it. And the day before he finished, it took him a year. The day before he finished, the World Runners Association put out a press release saying, "Actually, some guy already did this 20 years ago."
Yeah.
You stupid cunt! You should have googled it.
I run across the bottom bit where it's thinner.
Yeah.
Yeah,
South
I
Africa.
definitely cheated.
No, that's the width of Africa. He's gone up.
Who's this? 'Cause you
Hardest
said
geezer.
Yakub. Oh, right.
I still think in
no, he's a
Africa-
Yakubian because he's a white man.
Oh, right.
I go on the left side, so it's even. You're going up, it's even smaller then.
Well, it's the desert, though, isn't it?
No, but you still have to go all the way up from the bottom.
I'll take the tube. I take the worm
Take the
tube.
tube up.
You take the tube,
Take the
Worm
tube.
the Sahara tube.
The worm tube.
How are you getting off that worm tube?
Jump off, as we said, as well.
Pretty
Have we
fast.
discussed
They
before?
they just do jump off. They just jump off.
As we've discussed at length before.
We just jump off. How do you get off a worm? You just jump off.
Yeah, but they
We've
had the whole
discussed it at
village
length.
on there. They had like hundreds of people on
Yeah.
Yeah, but you have to.
Some of them
you
were
have
old.
to. So what they do is they get the maker hooks under the scales of them.
Yeah.
Because sandworms will naturally, if they've
Yeah.
got an exposed bit of their carapace,
Yeah.
what they'll do if they're like inner body or whatever, they'll turn it up because they don't want to get sand in it. So whichever bit you've got the hook in will be the bit that's facing up.
Right.
So if you want to get off, you just have to like maneuver it so that it's moving, like the bit you're on is closer to the sand, and then just jump
Okay.
off.
Sometimes you have to manoeuvre it so it swallows your car, so it's like the Channel Tunnel.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what loads of Fremen in their car queuing up to get inside the worm to take it across the desert, like you're getting on the ferry to Isle of Wight with
They
your
got
family
feed
for the
crates of
holiday.
Cronenberg,
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're going to take me to Ventnor Fringe, worm.
Take me to Ventnor Fringe. Shout out Ventnor Fringe. I'll be doing that.
Yeah,
Shout
I'll
out
be doing
Ventnor.
that too.
Yeah, done it.
Already done it.
Oh, okay, interesting.
I did it a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
What a lovely place Ventnor is.
International Poo Museum.
I can't wait to go. We talked about it last episode.
Yeah.
Shit museum.
There's an International Poo Museum at Isle of Wight. Shout out Isle of Wight. It's the only thing they're advertising on the ferry. They really want people to go to the International Poo Museum. Brilliant merch.
I love the
I
name.
picked up about at least £40 worth of merch in there.
I love
One
the
t-shirt.
and he
Yeah.
dropped £40 as well while he was in there. I love the name Isle of Wight because it's like whites are like ghosts,
Yeah.
right? So that's really cool, like barrow whites.
And also zombies from Game of Thrones.
Yeah, but that's sort
And also
of
for-
wrong. I don't like it when it's about a zombie. I like it's more when it's sort of like half zombie, half ghost.
I can understand how you
Like a
ghosts more.
draugr, like
Yeah.
a draugr.
Well, ghosts are better than zombies. I'm not going
Yeah.
to challenge you on that one.
Who do you think Tom Bombadil really is? Because they don't really explain it.
Tom.
He kind of looks a bit like the hardest geezer.
Sounds like he's from Clapham. Tom.
Yeah.
Maybe he's from
Tommy
Clapham.
B.
Yeah.
Newest edition of
Bombadil.
Made in Chelsea.
Oh, right. You watched
Yeah.
that?
Yeah.
What do you mean you watched Made in Chelsea?
Yeah.
What do you mean you watched
You've
Made in
never once
Chelsea? What are you
mentioned
talking about? Can you swim?
No.
Yeah.
I can stay afloat.
I knew you
I
wouldn't
can
be
stay
able to
afloat.
swim.
I can do one length in a shallow pool.
Would you walk
that's
through a
swimming.
pool?
That's swimming. You
Not
can
with
swim.
walking, not
I
walking.
mean, walk through.
If I know my feet can touch the bottom, I can swim with confidence. Otherwise, it's hard.
This is the sort of thing where you need to take the training wheels away. You need
Why
to
am
say
I,
there is
where
a-
am I going to drown? Croydon fucking reservoir? No, there isn't one.
Well, when we get this podcast boat, we've been talking
Back
about
on a
for long
ferry.
time,
That's
yeah.
the point of having a boat. If I'm incentivized not to fall overboard, so
What
I'm
if
going to be
boat-
an even better sailor.
Boat can capsize.
Yeah, but sailors back in the day didn't know how to swim.
and they all die.
Actually,
No,
yeah.
that's why they got chicken and pigs tattooed on the bottom of their feet.
What for?
Because
What's he talking about?
because when a boat sank, so when a boat sank, it was like the
talking about, you
livestock.
madman?
No, so listen. When a boat sank, this is one of the sailor tattoos, one of the famous sailor tattoos. When a boat capsized,
Yeah.
the chicken cages and the crates with the livestock in were the things that floated. So they would get chicken and pigs tattooed on the bottoms of their feet to as a superstition to make them buoyant.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
But you can prove that superstition wrong almost immediately by chucking someone in a bit of water. can't you?
Right. Well, I'm not going to throw a sailor in the water.
You can actually
just to test
join.
that.
You can join the Navy. They've just relaxed the rules on joining the Navy. You don't
I'm
need
not
to
joining
know
the
how to
Navy.
swim.
I'm not joining the Navy.
Why
Have you
not?
got-
I'm not joining the Royal Navy.
Join the Royal Navy.
No.
Why not?
You join the Navy.
It'll make you a man.
No, you join.
No,
the Navy.
I'm already a man.
I'm a man.
I'd be less of a man if I joined the Royal Navy.
Same here.
I'm not joining an imperialist fleet.
What?
Join the merchant navy.
You'd rather be on the side of the imperialist fleet than the pirates.
No, are you joking?
I can see you launching planes off a ship.
Having a barbecue on a on the beach in Cuba all day with my boys. That sounds unreal
Yeah.
compared to
while I
being
bring in a gunboat and kill you. all.
No, you're not. You're standing on the deck of a ship saying, "You're allowed to take off now, Mr. Plane." That's what the Navy is. It's not, "Thank you, Mr. Plane, please, I'm sorry, please, you can take off now." It's so lame.
All right.
You'd be a good figurehead for the front of the ship. They strap you on the front.
No,
just
they put- they put-
eyes glazed. Eyes glazed
hands
over,
behind my
yeah.
back.
Yeah. Like an admiral. Yeah.
Yeah, that would be brilliant.
You've
You'd
got-
be a really good admiral.
You've got
Thank you,
admiral pose.
I can see
Your
you sending
posture is-
14-year-old boys to their
Italian.
death. Yeah.
I wouldn't mind.
I can imagine you
Italian OAP.
stuffing a boy down a cannon.
Yeah.
Why would they
Nothing
do
behind
that?
the eyes.
Killing
They're
a powder
cannons
monkey,
anymore,
sending a
is
powder
there?
monkey to their
Have
death.
you seen the guns they've got on these boats? They're different.
They're built different.
They're
aren't they?
different now.
They're built special.
I saw a film where a boat.
Yeah. Oh, go on. Go on.
The sentence I queued up in my head was one of the thickest things I've ever said.
Oh, go on. You're in good company.
Where the boat killed all these missiles coming at it just fast. It just did it from 10 meters away.
Killed
just,
it?
Shot them all out the air, bang.
Yeah.
Or, real quick, 10 missiles coming at it.
All right.
And it was up. They were maybe 10, 20 meters away, and it just shot them all out of the air immediately. Then.
With bullets or with rockets?
Explosions.
Yeah.
So like
rockets
flak.
then.
Yeah. Is that what is flak? Mortars
I think it's stuff that gets rid of other stuff. I think.
stuff, is it?
Oh.
Yeah. Pretty dim 20 seconds from rust over there.
What are we Googling? What are we Googling?
Crazy
No,
how bad that
don't,
20
let's not
seconds
Google
was, yeah.
stuff.
No, let's do
No,
it.
let's
Let's
not-
not make it
I
happen.
never Google anything. You know when some people no, Ed, put it down.
I'm not Googling. I'm seeing what other topics we've got.
He's seeing. He's looking at the
Ed's
notes.
written a list of
We had a
things that
good.
we should
we had
talk
a
about.
good-
Already got through
Civil
four
War,
of them.
Civil War.
Civil War.
Civil War.
Have
You
you
saw
two
the film
seen it
Civil
yet?
War.
Was
Sounds
that-
like
Is that cats versus dogs?
sounds like it's a pretty uncivil war, if you
That's-
ask
there we
me.
go.
So what?
Yeah.
It's a war between Texas and California.
No, Texas and
What?
California are together. I think.
They're together,
Yeah, they're fighting a
Oh.
This is a film, by the way, that's
despotic
come
president.
right?
But
I thought it was
it's-
Texas versus California.
Didn't really pay attention to that bit of it.
Let's go.
But the gun stuff was good. Really intense battle sequences.
out. Really?
Civil
It
War.
was it was quite
But no chebs, though, so you were quite a bit disappointed.
What's a
no
cheb?
chaps.
Yeah, no chebs.
What's a
Chebs.
cheb?
You know what a cheb is.
I don't know what a fucking cheb
Well,
is.
there were two chebs out in the Atomic Missile Museum at Oppenheimer.
What's a cheb?
It's
Tits.
two chebs.
Tits.
It's tits.
Tits.
Sunil only goes to the movie for chebs.
Only at IMAX. 100-foot chabs.
I went to IMAX once to see Interstellar,
Yeah.
and we would turn up.
No chabs. In
we said with no chebs. We turn up to Interstellar.
Yeah.
My friend was late, and we were like, "We'll just go in." We texted him like, "You leave the ticket by the
Yeah,
door."
yeah, yeah.
He comes in 20 minutes late, and he's like, "I've got this crazy hangover." He could barely make it. He was like, he barely make it into the cinema. He sits down. Right, the scene where the rocket takes off, and it's like you're in the rocket, the rocket, and
Yeah.
it takes off, and it's in IMAX too, so
Space
it's,
rocket.
you can't get away from it.
Yeah.
He immediately
You can,
throws
you
up.
can leave.
He immediately throws up onto himself. He just sits there and he just comes down like that. It's so good.
That's brilliant.
Yeah,
Don't tell the emetophiles.
First action of Interstellar is to throw up on yourself.
That's brilliant.
You looking up?
So yeah, no, I looked at So it is it's California and Texas versus like Florida and Alabama and stuff. So they're basically presumably fighting about whether to marry your cousin or just fuck them.
There's no like
It's about
explanation.
it's about 5G.
It's not.
It is about 5G.
There's genuinely the only thing they say is like the president is in his third term, and that's the only thing.
No, that's not allowed.
That's not allowed. That's what I said. Allowed in the cinema, and it's played by
It's make a big tower.
No,
Yeah. Yes.
You can have one.
Who's the president?
Can I have some of
is that cold?
Yeah. Do you want it?
Nah.
Do you want it here?
put a bit of that in there.
There's still Fanta in there.
Go
That's
on.
crazy.
Thanks
Yeah,
so
carry on
much.
explaining while I pour Coke Zero into his Fanta bottle.
Well,
that's
that's
still
the clip,
got a
isn't
bit
it?
of Fanta
That is
left
the
in
clip.
it.
This is something
No,
Yakub.
you go.
This
Why
is,
didn't you
this is,
take all the
this is
Fanta?
this is what something Yakub would do.
Yeah, this is how he created white people. This is how Yakub created white people by mixing Fanta and Coke Zero. There you go, my boy.
Thank you, buddy.
For you, but
Is
wait,
it Jesse
you have a bit more.
Plemons who's married to
Kirsten Dunst?
Yeah,
Yeah.
He's fucking incredible in this.
He's a fucking amazing
He's
actor.
so
man.
good.
He's great.
so
He's
good.
the most terrifying man,
Man.
when he wants to be.
Have you seen him in Killers of the Flower Moon? So
Yeah,
good.
he's-
Yeah.
yeah.
Come down and see about these murders.
Mm.
See who's doing them.
Did you see him in the Breaking Bad sequel, the movie?
Yeah.
Yeah, when they were just like, I think he's the only actor I've ever experienced, and we're just like, you actually don't bother to work out. You just go as fat as you'd like to be.
He's
Him and
having a good
Kirsten
time.
Dunst are my
Yeah.
favourite celebrity couple by far. What else has he been? He's in something amazing.
Well, he
that's
started
on-
out in was it Friday Night Lights? He was in.
yeah,
when he was a
Friend of
teenager.
Lives.
He was
yeah.
brilliant in that.
Got a hiccup when I ate that. I drank that.
Oh, Black
Yeah,
Mirror.
yeah.
He was in a famous episode of Black Mirror.
Never seen any. Need to watch that.
Eddie, you're
Man,
really.
Yeah.
Your head is just. We need to find a way of getting the microphone away from your face.
No, it's
so
fine.
because look at camera.
I'll make sure my head's in the frame.
What's his?
But you're also stooping so much.
My back is.
We need new microphones.
Do we?
So I'll tell you.
Go
Here's,
like that
here's what
from the
happened.
side. All right.
Here's
still
what
move about.
happened. I watched a movie last night called Bottoms.
I've seen that movie.
It was good, right?
Yeah.
Yep. Comedies are back, which is nice. Rachel Sennott was in it, and Io DeBerry.
Yeah.
And the teacher was good. He was funny.
He was
funny
Marshall
guy.
Lynch.
Marshall Lynch,
the
yeah.
NFL player.
Yeah, he was really funny.
That's smart. A lot of the sportsmen are just immediately.
Good actors.
Yeah, they're just going straight into it.
Well, I guess if you have press training and you're used to you have to be like a top sports person. You kind of have to be a bit of an entertainer as well.
And they don't need it.
Do you know
as
David
well.
Beckham
Yeah.
turned up in King Arthur?
Yeah.
Did he?
That's fucking mad. Yeah,
Knights of the Round Table?
It's fucking crazy. No, it's the one with Guy Ritchie's one, where they're all Cockney, but also Arthurian legends.
I haven't seen that. Is it good?
Nah, don't ever watch that film. Oh,
You watched it for your podcast.
It's
No.
annoying because I really like the
of course, it's great.
I really like the Camelot stuff
It's
and
in the Green Knight. Watch the Green
yeah,
Knight.
the
Oh,
Green
is that
Knight's
good?
unreal.
Is
It's
that good?
really
Watch
good.
the Green
Yeah,
with Dev in
Alright,
it.
nice.
It's great.
brilliant. I've got the
Shout out Dev Patel.
I have
Shout out
the
Dev Patel.
I have the book. I have I think it's Simon Armitage translation of it.
I had an illustration book with a
It's
poetry
so
in it.
good, dude.
It's
I
one
love.
that's good.
I found
Yeah, it's great.
I found a really good book, Mort Arthur book in a charity shop from like 1910. I love the Matter of Britain stuff so much.
Why has nobody made like a series of this? Because that's like
They did
Merlin.
Merlin.
They did Merlin.
I rewatched
When was
Merlin
that?
recently. It's good,
Oh,
man.
BBC.
When we were kids,
Oh, yeah,
so
yeah,
like
but now,
2000s.
streaming money.
I had an idea for a show that will never get made.
Oh god.
Well, that's a lot of your show ideas. though.
Yeah, but this
Yeah.
one especially. So it's about the venerable Bede writing his Chronicles
Yeah,
of
but I
Britain.
think whenever you go into a meeting and you mention a bee, they assume it's going up your arse. Do you know what I
They
mean?
do, yeah.
Like,
I shoved the venerable Bede up my ass.
yeah.
I gate myself with the
6
world's
episodes.
with the 8th century's most prolific monk scribe. I shove him up my ass.
What did he do? Who,
So he was a historian who lived at Weymouth and Jarrow in the in Northumbria, yeah, in the 8th century, and he was basically the first ever guy to write down like the history of Britain, and he was like a really good historian. He like sourced everything really well. So it's basically he's the only reason we have like a lot of the idea that we have about like the Dark Ages in Britain and what was going on.
Right.
I love him so much, man. I've been reading the lives of the monks of Weymouth and Jarrow.
has he
and
got
it's-
an exciting life though?
No, but the way he writes is so funny. He lists all the abbots.
So like Garfield cartoons.
Well, yeah, almost.
Yeah.
He's just like Jim Davis. Yeah.
There's John. John is the main monk, and there's his cat called.
Yeah, and he's always trying to fuck a nun called Liz, who's not interested in him at all. But no, I read this book.
But it's not like that.
No, it's actually not. If we could take it seriously for a minute.
Sorry, it's going to be serious.
He chronicles the lives of all the abbots of the monastery because it's like the 700s. Every single one is like he was abbot for 3 months, and then he caught like a devastating, body-racking disease. Thank God he was able to absolve himself of sin by living out his last years in extreme pain every day.
Yeah.
What a brilliant form of worship that is. How lucky he is to die racked with agony.
Yeah.
And then it's just that like 20 times.
Is he taking the piss?
No, he's being
he's
serious.
serious.
He's like, wow, how lucky are they to prove how much they love God with suffering? It's awesome.
If we were all three of us in a we were monks and an abbot.
I'd love that.
Who do you think would leave first? Ed, I think.
No, I would love it. Ed likes it.
You'd be
No.
you'd go red pill quite quick.
No, I'm genuinely like when I was a child, I was prepared for that. Like I visited monasteries and met monks who do that and stuff when I was a kid.
Yeah.
I sang there.
Would your girlfriend be allowed in?
No, it's no. You're not allowed to. The only thing is that like it's boys only down there.
Do Protestants don't have monks, do they?
No, they don't have anything good. They don't have any fun.
No.
They're not allowed to.
Not allowed to have
That's
fun
what they
or
said.
anything.
They
like
said
that.
at the beginning, this is it now. You're not allowed to have fun.
Yeah,
Strip out the church.
they
get rid of all the
famously.
gold.
Yeah.
They
But,
don't even have confession.
I mean,
No,
a lot of you may
confession.
know this already, but one of my big topics of interest is like Dark Ages medieval history. I am obsessed with.
I feel like every week.
It was trains about half an hour ago.
Obviously, I do love trades.
I think you're quite interested in things, aren't you?
Yeah.
Obviously,
It's
I do
good
love
that
trades.
you're in my life. Otherwise,
good, yeah.
Do you know what I
Thanks,
mean?
But no,
I bring nothing to yours. Apart from
you
maybe
do.
a
You
small.
mean brilliant friendship to me.
You like FIFA and stuff.
You like FIFA and
Yeah,
games.
but you don't like FIFA or get.
You
I quite like FIFA.
You both like Pokemon
and
Yeah, we do
poems,
both like
yeah.
Pokemon.
And
And
anime.
Theatre of the Absurd, we both like that.
Yeah.
And ghost stories.
Shout out Samuel Beckett.
I read a brilliant
Shout
book.
out Samuel Beckett.
Shout out Samuel Beckett. I still haven't. I've got Murphy on my shelf, and I've still never read it. I read a brilliant book called Medieval Bench Ends and Misery Chords, which is about the surviving bench ends and misery chords after the dissolution of the monasteries, and where you can
Shout out
find them.
Henry VIII.
Fuck
Shout out
Henry
Henry
VIII.
VIII, man.
Fuck Henry VIII.
I do that.
No, shout out.
Fuck him, but listen, it's really good, and I'm clearly the first ever person to buy this book because it's so, I've never seen more misprints and errors in
what
one
are
book.
bench ends?
So it's like the carved ends of benches.
Oh, right.
So like
Misery chords.
misery chords, basically. So when you were a monk or any kind of church guy,
Yeah.
when you did services and stuff, which is obviously when you were in a monastery, the hours mean you're doing like 8 masses a day or whatever, and you're meant to stand up for all of them. So they invented a type of chair called a misery cord, which is like it's not a pew, it's not a chair, but it's like you're still technically standing up, but there's a tiny little shelf at bum
Oh, yeah.
height.
It's like the
Yeah,
Pleasance basement. Yeah.
Yeah. So you're not technically sitting
Yeah.
down, but you're like
You can buy them for watching golf games.
yeah, basically.
Like it's like a stick.
It's
with
a
a
standing
little-
chair.
yeah,
It's like
yeah,
a standing desk
Yeah,
for monks,
yeah.
basically. And they but they had like intricate little carvings. In Catholic churches, there was all sorts of like there was iconography all over the place. Places covered in carvings and statues and really vibrant paint. And when Protestantism comes in, that all goes, and they're
Yeah,
like
but where did
less
the money
images.
for that come from?
They're like
Came from the poor people.
they're like it's actually now it's all about
Your own
the
book.
word. It's
Yeah.
about the word, the written word, not about the images.
Yeah, but the images were all like they were fucking people over.
They were brilliant.
I love
Yeah, but they were
images,
like
though.
made up miracles and stuff like that. The icons that they were.
Wait, they were what?
They were like they made up all the
What?
the like this is the skull of X Y Z. That was all just nonsense.
No, it's real. Have you been to the Basilica of the Holy Blood? I have. I believe that
It's a
blood's
man
holy.
behind it, just refilling it again.
Pouring Coke Zero into to make Jesus' blood go liquid again.
Cheeky Vimto every half
No,
an hour.
I think that the obviously the relics and stuff are
Yeah,
crazy.
the relics. That's it. Yeah.
But it lets people have like a vibe,
But all-
connection with.
all the like gold and stuff like that. That was unnecessary. That was all like bought off the proceeds.
Nah,
of
so
Paul.
listen, it's like a
Pills.
Listen.
it's a Neoplatonic idea that
Right.
beauty is truth.
Oh yeah.
You know,
okay,
so that's
yeah,
why, like the closer, that's why everyone was so impressed with the Lindisfarne Gospels, because
Yeah.
it's like, wowza, these guys have put so much work into this. This is real shit. We're getting closer to God's creation by
Yeah,
being
yeah.
able to make stuff that's this gorgeous. You know?
Yeah.
I think the issue is with all the people that were in the Catholic Church at the time who just did it for their own, to get rich off it.
Yeah, as opposed to Protestants now who don't do that at all.
Very simple people. Yeah, what's the Archbishop's Palace like? Down in,
Pretty
it was
nice.
nice.
So I've seen those American pastors that are preaching in like $20,000
Yeah,
cards.
fucking hell. God wants you to be rich. That's
Uh-huh.
what they say.
Yeah, the Bible says that, doesn't it?
Yeah,
It
yeah.
says it's the easiest thing for a rich man to do is to get into heaven.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, pre-Reformation. Well, I'd say my favorite is like from when the Romans left to like maybe up to the Norman conquest, up to like Anglo-Saxon history. Extremely cool.
Yeah.
I love that shit. The
Yeah.
Heptarchy, very powerful. I'm very interested in that.
But it's so hard to know what was true and not based on the sources. And based on
Because
the
there
stuff
are
you read.
basically
It's
no
nothing,
sources.
yeah.
Yeah, there are no sources. It's really hard.
And it's all down to Bede.
Bede is a big player in the
Yeah.
historiography because
Well, nobody had any fucking paper or could read or write.
no, it wasn't. It's just like badly preserved sources and
Yeah.
stuff. Like centers of power. There's loads of reasons, but like centers of power moved around a lot,
Yeah.
and like there are suspicions that after the Normans came in and made England one country and stuff, that basically. There's the records were destroyed a lot of the time as well. Also, like kings changed so much all the time that
They were doing that up
records are constantly
until-
moving and getting
Was it
destroyed
the-
and changing.
A big operation after the Empire, so the British Empire was sort of over, where they just threw all the paperwork into the sea.
What?
When they came out of it, when they left India, all the records, not all the records, but they just chucked a lot of it away. So you just couldn't.
Did they?
Yeah,
Didn't know that.
it was a big
Into recycle bin.
to recycle bin,
Sorry, yeah.
shredder.
I worship technology. I can't
Yeah.
communicate like this. Do you know what I mean?
Here's a fun fact. Would you like to know this? So this is a very. I'm being very. This is streamlining, and I may get things wrong, but I think it was around sort of Cuthbert times, maybe Bede times. What's happening is this. Loads of different cunts are having a fight about when Easter is meant to be observed. Right? No one really knows when Easter is actually meant to be. And
I'd love to be
I
back
thought you
then.
have a look at the fucking sun and moon.
no,
and
so
that.
listen. So some people,
It's surely
Roman...
it's surely when Sainsbury's start doing Easter eggs.
Yeah, it is, yeah. No, they do them earlier and earlier every year.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly. That's what the arguments
Yeah.
are.
When you realise there's a reduced sticker on the Easter egg, you're like, oh fuck, it was yesterday.
Is Easter eggs the poo of Jesus Christ?
No,
No.
Drop
Okay,
eggs.
interesting.
no,
Because it's
it's his head.
the head of Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
You're meant to lick vinegar off a sponge, really. No, what it is so there was loads of guys were like, the Easter's happening here, and then everyone else was like, no, it's happening here. And Rome, all the cunts in Rome were like, this is when Easter is. But then the Irish monks in the Irish church were like, no, Easter's here. And the monks in Northumbria and shit, and the rest of the kingdoms in the Heptarchy had to make choices. They had to be all the Christian ones at least. Were like, oh, we have to make a choice here. Are we going to go with the Irish or are we going to go with Rome?
Yeah, hard one.
They ended up siding with Rome,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Why,
yeah,
why
obviously,
wouldn't you?
they?
which
Of course you would.
Yeah.
What are you
obviously
talking
plays a
about?
huge factor in the development of English Christianity in the Dark Ages. But it also meant that they went with the tonsures of the Roman monks. So the monks would have their hair cut in the Roman style tonsure, which is the ring of hair around and then bald on the top,
Yeah.
instead of the Irish tonsure,
Yeah.
which was bald on the front, ponytail in the back.
Oh, like the
my
Japanese.
God.
Yeah,
the Japanese
how
style.
so we
Oh,
could
yeah,
have
that
a
would've
world
been fucking-
where all the Irish boys and the English boys were cutting about with bald on the
Wow.
front, ponytail on the back
Yeah.
like a
That
samurai.
That would have fucking changed
How
everything.
that would have
now.
changed everything, wouldn't it?
Can you imagine?
John Kearns would have had a
Fuck.
samurai
Yeah,
haircut.
yeah,
So much
yeah.
more racist towards Irish people, I think, if that was the case. It's so much easier to
I've
make fun
always
of them.
known Irish people
Yeah.
and samurai were brothers.
But it's mad that
Yeah.
the Japanese and the Irish had the same haircut. How'd that happen?
Yeah.
That's
Something to
this
think
is what they
about.
don't want. This is why it's the Dark Ages. They don't
Aliens.
want to
Yeah.
tell you
Spaceship
this
lads.
stuff.
Yeah, they told.
spaceship.
Yeah.
This is
people.
what they don't want to tell you. They don't want us
Yeah.
knowing that all men are brothers. All men are brothers. We know this.
I mean, have you ever thought about? I was talking to someone recently about facial. We were talking about how there's so many different types of facial hair, and there are how many different styles of them.
Yeah.
Looking at you, you're the perfect candidate to have. Basically, we were talking about how no one's ever
Different
had the style of like just on the cheek. So you just shave everything
Oh,
off
like
apart
sort
from
of
the cheeks, and you grow
like
out the
deep
cheeks.
South
No,
America.
that's
It's just
that's called mutton chops.
No,
No,
no
just there.
connection, just the spot.
Oh,
Just
right.
the spot,
Just
that
a
comes-
circle
just
on
a
the
spot,
cheek.
and then we grow that out.
You could do that.
Yeah, I
you
could,
should
but
do
yeah, I
that.
could.
But
There's
it's
a lot
mad
of
that
things I could
over
do.
Like
there's so many-
Pikachu.
Yeah, like Pikachu.
No one's ever done that.
No, I don't think anyone's
No,
ever
I
done
think
Maybe
that.
it's hard to get a perfect
Let
circle.
me see if someone has done that.
Just cheek
I
hair.
bet you just cheek hair.
Circle on
Just
cheek hair.
cheek hair.
Reddit.
Just-
Look on Reddit.
yeah,
But
well,
because
just-
I don't, me or Ed don't have, we don't have the
I
minerals.
couldn't do it.
But I think you do.
Yeah,
And you were
yeah,
looking
you
to shave
don't.
off anyway.
I wasn't. Yeah, I was.
Do you think you're worried that you'd lose
Well, you know what, I-
roles from if you shave it off?
Okay.
No, I got asked if I'll shave it all off for Ron. I said, yeah. Fine.
All right, interesting. I found something called a circle beard.
Oh my god! Oh my god! I'll put that on the
Yeah,
clip.
put that on the clip.
Yeah.
I found something called a circle
Look up
beard.
circle beard. Oh
That's
my
genius.
God.
Didn't even have to Google Reddit, and that guy came up.
But that's a one-day only beard. You can't keep that longer than that.
That's genius.
Oh my god,
That's
he's done it.
great.
That's amazing.
God, that's so good.
To
Wow.
what? Like what for?
I think that's for
Fun.
Just
Just
for
the
a
boys
laugh.
having fun,
Just the
isn't it?
boys
Yeah.
having a fun laugh. Yeah, so that's what happens when you Google circle beard.
Oh my god, that's incredible.
I don't know what else to go for now. I'm a bit stuck. I can't do that.
That's
You
like,
should do the
that's like
circle.
that circle beard is sort of like a circuit for lice. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's just you can
it's
keep
like 400
going.
metres.
It's like when they
Yeah.
they go up Africa. You said they go the whole way
It's
through.
Rainbow Road for lice. Your head.
Rainbow Road for lice.
Your head.
Make sure you don't fall a nostril.
Little chain chomps coming out of his mouth.
Yeah,
That's
sure.
brilliant. I'd love to be a lice running around your head.
You could do that, but it just needs
Can
a
I?
bridge in the middle
Can
to
I?
jump across.
Can I do that?
You could. No, you can't.
No, I mean, can I do that on your face?
No, no.
Can I turn into a bug and run around in your beard?
Yeah.
If you were a true
I'd
Christian,
love
you'd do
that.
one like that and then one around the side like that
The
to
tonsil,
make the
yeah.
cross.
Oh,
And
like
then-
a
and then
cross.
right.
Right.
and then-
Right, yeah.
You know, the lice could meet.
Do you think there's been anyone that's ever done a beard all the way down their nose, down like that?
No, because that's not what facial hair
No, I
is.
bet
Look
you
it
there
up,
would be
though.
someone. There would be
I got
someone.
my eyebrows plucked. What do you reckon?
Why did you do that?
Well, I didn't do it. Someone else
But why
did
did you get it done?
I don't know. They just said, "Can I pluck your eyebrows?" And I said, "Yeah."
Oh, okay.
You got one hair coming down the middle of your forehead.
You've got one hair
sake.
coming down the middle of your head.
Fuck.
Do you want to pluck that out?
No.
Yeah, I'll do it.
go on,
Yeah,
I'll fucking
look,
do it.
you do it.
I'll
You
pull
do it.
I'll
You do
pull it
it.
once.
Did you get it?
No, you
it's
try.
not.
Okay, my
I
turn.
would have felt it go.
Okay,
Go and pull it.
It's not in. That's it.
I'm just
Pull it
looping-
fucking hard. Yank
looping
it.
my finger around.
It's gonna hurt. This one. That's a clump. That's a clump.
Just
Ed.
pull.
I got it.
I felt
Thank you,
that.
Ed.
I got it.
It didn't need to come out.
So make sure you subscribe to the Patreon.
To see our
To see
hair,
the-
see us ripping each
yeah.
other's hairs out.
It feels like we've done an hour, but we haven't.
We haven't. It does feel like
we
we've done
haven't
an hour,
nowhere
isn't
fucking
it?
near it, to be honest.
We've done a lot of
We were
cuts.
shout out Neil O'Rourke. We were at Neil
Shout out Neil
O'Rourke's
We were at
O'Rourke.
Neil O'Rourke's
Hey.
birthday party. Shout out Neil O'Rourke.
Shout
Happy
out
birthday, Neil.
shuffleboard table.
We played shuffleboard a lot. I really wanted to slide across it.
Yeah, I just got a message from I think it was
About the shuffleboard, is it?
about the shuffleboard from Melanie Bracewell, Australian comedian.
Shout out
Shout out
Melanie
Melanie
Bracewell.
She's
Bracewell.
actually a New Zealand comedian. That's actually a fucked up thing of you to say,
Ooh,
man.
That's fucked up, and we can't edit that
But
out.
she does a lot of stuff in
It
Australia.
won't matter because he's actually from Marrakech. I found out.
She said she's actually from Iraq.
You know, yeah, no. She said that she played that game.
That's Saddam Hussein meme of him lying in
Okay,
the bunker, but it's Melanie.
we're deleting that.
No, sorry, go on.
No, we're deleting
No,
that.
Karen, no, keep talking. What did she say? What did Melanie
She
say?
said that she liked the game. That's the end of the
Shout
episode.
out Melanie
out
Bracewell,
Melanie Bracewell from
a
New
great
Zealand.
comic.
Yeah.
Haven't seen Melanie for a long time. I think she just did a little tour of the UK, didn't she?
Bloody hell, I think she did.
And I think we
did get her on.
did get her on.
But the game is great. You got so many things going on. Sand. You put sand on it.
I love that.
You put sand on. What other game do you put sand on?
Probably when you're doing a shot put or hammer, you have to stand in a big pit of sand.
Or if you're trying to get across
Long jump, yeah.
Yeah, long jump.
Beach volleyball.
Or Arrakis when you're trying to get across the dune.
Is that a sport?
No, it's life or death, mate.
I think it's for them. It's sport. I think that's the closest sport you can get is not being eaten by a big worm.
Snooker.
What's kabaddi on? That's
Snooker.
just dirt, innit?
Yeah.
Snooker.
Snooker. Bit of
Sand.
sand on snooker.
If you want. Yeah. why not?
If you want.
If
you want, lads, yeah.
If you bloody want. We didn't know what the
There
rules were,
must
but we were enjoying ourselves. We didn't know what the rules were.
Well, I'll tell you, me and Neil,
You got a good point in.
I got a couple of good points. But I'll tell you this much. Me and Neil realised that when we were playing that there's actually a giant blackboard right next to the table that very clearly explained the rules in big letters, and none of us read it.
No, I wouldn't trust that. Wouldn't trust
We
that.
played it exactly opposite.
I don't
Oh,
read
really?
it.
Yeah,
I
we
don't
played
read
it completely wrong. We were like,
Oh, fuck.
you're not meant to play it versus each other. You're both meant to go down the same end of the table.
Yeah.
Oh,
but
right.
okay. I don't trust anything I read these days.
You must
And it's
have.
like first to 15.
I saw that blackboard and I was like, that's the mass media.
That must be the specials.
It's
yeah.
printed out. It's printed
Me
out.
and you had to have a roast on our own on the side.
Yeah, they for some reason
Kids table, yeah,
we
I remember
were
that.
we were watching the game like kings in the court.
Looking up shuffleboard.
Yeah.
Speaking of the game,
Yeah.
shout out to Crystal Palace for once again fucking Liverpool's title hopes.
Shout out Crystal Palace. I was so rude to
I
you about it
love my
yesterday.
club. I love my club.
Yeah,
Fucking guess
you
what it
bleed
is.
red and blue, don't you?
3 times. We're the only.
$5,000 for a shuffleboard table.
Are you having a laugh?
Yeah.
That's
No, well, no,
crazy.
no.
All that money's though in the sand though.
All the
It's good
money's in the
sand.
sand, isn't it?
That sand all the way
Who's
from.
buying that for their house?
I bet you have to buy your own sand.
Yeah.
Sand not included.
Yeah, sorry, shout out Crystal Palace, obviously.
Shout out
Yeah.
Palace. I'm thinking of buying a toad or a crab as a pet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that going to be something that people can vote on the Patreon?
Yeah, I think if enough people subscribe to the Patreon, I'll be able to get a tank for my toad that I'm going to get. So go to the patreon.com.
What was the other one you might be getting? The toad or the
crab?
crab?
Oh,
I had
'cause
a-
you-
I had a lobster.
Did you?
Yeah.
How was that?
It was a blue lobster called BB King.
Nice. That's a
Died.
great name for a
Yeah.
lobster. Well, I'll tell you. You remember? Obviously, did I tell you about Crab Hospital?
Excuse me?
I think you might.
Did I
it
tell you
feels-
about
it does
Crab
feel-
Hospital?
It just feels familiar.
So during the pandemic, this is like proper high pandemic. You know, like
The corpses are piling high.
yeah, this is like late 20, early 21.
Yeah.
It was definitely early 21. I'll tell you how I know, or it might have been early 22 actually. But anyway, so me and my beautiful girlfriend, my amazing love of my life, and her flatmates went to buy a Christmas tree for them. And in that area, their local shop that sold Christmas trees also sold live crabs, live seafood in a tank.
Yeah, cool.
But these live crabs, were living in such awful conditions. I said to them, I was like really emotional, and I said to my my girlfriend and her flatmates, who were still quite new to me at the time, didn't know me very well, I said, I'm going to buy all of those crabs.
Yeah, interesting.
I'm going to rehabilitate them in a massive wash tub in my room, and then I'm going to carry them all on the train to the seaside and release them.
Shout out Liv for putting up with you and that sort of behaviour.
They said I was insane.
Yeah.
She
For
should get a
wanting,
shout out every
for
fucking
wanting
episode.
to wanting to turn my bedroom into a hospital for crabs.
She said you were insane. For
Yeah.
that. That's crazy.
But I think
I think it's a good idea.
I think it's a good instinct.
I
that
think
you
your
want to
room would
freeze them.
stink of crab. I don't mean controversial.
I don't think crabs smell.
No,
it's the,
crabs
it's the
do
water
smell.
that
It's the
smells.
seawater that
It's the
smells.
seawater.
Well, unfortunately, they're in water
I
and it
caught-
smells.
Well, put them in fresh tap water.
I caught a crab. Have I told you about this? No, you can't put them in chlorinated water.
Yeah,
you have to leave the tap water out.
All right, sorry.
Just put a bit of toothpaste and they'll be fine.
Have you seen a picture of me with the crab? I caught one.
You went to the crab museum, was it then?
No, I didn't catch a crab then, but I did sell out 2 nights at the Crab Museum.
Shout
Plus
out
comedians
Crab
over do
Museum.
it. Shout out the Crab Museum.
Well done.
Shout out all
Ed,
the
for
boys.
selling out
Love
the Crab
all
Museum.
of them there. So, yeah, basically what it was I was in Walberswick, Suffolk, and what you do, you stand on a bridge.
Yeah.
It's like a bridge over a small inlet that goes to the sea, I guess. That goes, and there's loads of little crabs in there. And what you do is you put bacon on the end of a twine.
And it's, yeah.
And the crabs go fucking crazy for it. You dip it in the water and you pull your thing up. These crabs want the bacon so much they won't let go.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you pull them up and you put them in a little bucket and you say, "Nice one," and then you let them go again.
Oh, okay,
Yeah, I've done that.
interesting,
Crabbing.
Yeah, I love.
As a kid, I used to do
Brilliant,
that.
man. I love crabs. I think they're such fascinating creatures. If
Yeah,
you go on my
yeah.
Instagram, if you follow me on Instagram, I can show you. If you can have a look at the picture of me and the crab.
When you went to get the Christmas tree, did you end up? How many crabs did you get?
I didn't buy a single crab that day.
Okay, so it was you were thinking about getting.
I was
crabs.
thinking about it because
Okay,
I'd have to buy the
interesting.
buckets and the big wash basin first if I was going to do it. I'd have
Yeah.
to really commit to it. Do you know what I
Why
mean?
don't you just buy them and then immediately go to Seaside?
Because there wasn't a direct train from there to the seaside, but there was from my house to the seaside. Also, you don't want to just release a load of doomed crabs into the sea. They have to be better. Do you know what I mean? You don't.
Yeah.
They have to be doing all right for themselves.
Predators straight away.
You have to give them the nutrients. You have to get them to watch Naruto. And
You have,
stuff.
you have to make sure they're going to survive on their own if you do any crazy business with them.
I've got grabbed before on a piece of string.
Now, where the fuck is this
Yeah, you
picture
probably
of the
have. I think everyone has.
I don't
Where was it?
Where is it?
I caught it off a dock and I put it in a bucket. Crab died. Bucket smelt.
Fucking
End of story. Really horrible.
Did you keep
Kick
it?
it back into the sea.
Yeah, I did. I was a bit attached to the crab at that point. I given it a name. I called it Kevin. You know.
I've
But
got
Dad
like
was
a-
like, "You got to chuck that crab away."
Yeah, yeah.
And I was like, "No, crab's still alive."
Right.
It was fully dead.
How much is a cat?
Would have been, yeah.
Cat more than a crab. Less
Could have
than
been
a dog.
expensive, a
Is it?
crab, I think.
Yeah.
Crabs-
You can grab cats off the street though.
More than a crab. More than a crab, less than a dog.
Yeah, I'd say so.
He's right. He's right. That's the shame. That's the real sad thing about it. He was right.
It took a while to sink in, didn't it?
That's actually a brilliant way of describing it. You're completely correct. It probably does cost less than a dog, but more than a crab.
Yeah. That's the sort of person I'd be in the pet shop.
Bro's an economist.
No. It's like it's sort of pay what you want. It's like it's like Radiohead's in Rainbow's album.
Yeah.
How much is that cat? Less than a dog, more than a crab. Fit one, more than an ugly dog.
Less than
a fit crab.
a fake crab.
Yeah.
Have you seen that film about the pet shop?
Dr. Doolittle.
No, it's where the woman who works in the pet shop fucks the 14-year-old kid who works there.
May December.
That's it.
Yeah, I've not seen
Well,
it.
it's not about a pet shop, but that's where they met.
Yeah.
It's good, isn't it? It's good. Very.
What do you mean it's very good?
It's a good film.
Stop
It's
bringing
like-
it up and saying this is the third time you brought it up, and you go, "It's very good." It's the only film you haven't
Very
seen any
good film.
films, and when you do see a film, it's about nonsense.
I haven't seen any
love
other
it.
nonce films. What
You
nonce
have.
films have I seen?
I'm just feeling scattered this week.
Leon.
Leon the Professional. Yeah, that's actually. I watched that when I was younger, and it's actually now. It's crazy knowing that Luc Besson is an actual paedophile.
Yeah.
So I can't find any pictures of the crab in Walberswick, but I can find some brilliant pictures on my insistence when Liv and I had some time together in Walberswick. There is a fantastic medieval church ruin there that we went to go and see, and I took a rubbing of one of the stones. It's absolutely fantastic. What?
I don't know. It is autism, isn't it? It is that. It is like a dog with a stick. He just won't.
I'll show you. Look at this.
Poor Liv trying to get her romantic holiday. Liv's gone to a castle to rub a rock.
look, that's
Rubbing a
Liv.
rock.
That's Liv wearing my coat in the ruin.
Yeah?
Isn't that nice?
Well, she seems to be having a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's us going and trying to pick samphire afterwards, but it was everyone had picked it clean. And this isn't her next to a window with a tribute to Her Majesty the King.
Yeah, really good. Let's have a look closer. Look
Is
at
that
this
going up
tribute
on the
here.
clip,
Let's
is it?
see what's on about Carex. It's a bottle of Carex.
The pair of scissors.
Baby scissors.
Pair of scissors.
All for George. For little George.
Argan oil.
Argan oil.
Gillette razor.
razors.
What is that? What?
It's a heat bag.
Is that just in the window of the shop?
Yeah.
In the shop. A crab at the bottom.
A little
there.
crab,
Crab,
little
crab,
little
at the
oyster,
bottom.
some pine cones with
Some
snow
pine
on.
Cones with snow, and let's go. Good
Pair of gloves.
Oh, the Queen's lilac gloves.
The Queen's lilac gloves.
And the Queen's
Venus.
and the Queen's
Venus
bare
razor
pussy.
You got
And
to
of-
keep that. We know
and of
she keeps it
course-
shaved. You know the Queen kept it shaved up. I'm your Venus.
I'm your fire, your desire.
Remember that? That's
Yeah.
brilliant.
Paddington and Yab with her.
Oh, what did we see an advert for yesterday?
What did we see in
The
our
Paddington Experience.
Oh,
the
yeah.
Paddington experience.
One of my
So
followers.
sorry, Paddington's ready to take you down the hill. You coughing?
Paddington. One of my followers was like, "Do you think the unknown from the Glasgow Willy Wonka experience is going to be there?"
No, similar.
That's an interesting question.
I think that Paddington has a potential to be more scary than the Willy Wonka experience if it goes wrong. You know what I mean?
It'd be brilliant
Because
if they had a real bear.
Well, it's like they're from Russia.
Yeah.
They're just like chained up on the floor, and you throw marmalade.
An ex-circus bear with a hat on.
yeah. Just covered in marmalade.
Yeah, that'd be
Yeah.
brilliant.
Yeah.
What do you think is in the Paddington experience?
Well,
I think you get sent to prison and you're not allowed to see your auntie ever again.
I think you get to find out why Peru's so dark.
Yeah,
Darkest
it is
Peru.
kind of fucked up that they always call it Darkest
Yeah, what-
Peru, isn't it?
They call that for loads of countries, don't they? Like darkest Africa.
Yeah, but it's never darkest Kent, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Deepest
It's
Yeah.
never darkest Germany.
There's no darks there. There's no darks there. I've been to Kent so many times.
You like Kent, don't you?
Absolutely. There's just absolutely my dead spot for gigs.
I've been to Kent so many
Yeah.
times.
I've been to Kent so
I
many
lived
times.
there for 3 years, man.
They kept. Every time.
I'm gonna keep talking. It's gonna happen.
Yeah, keep
No,
talking
they're watching
and see
this.
what happens.
There you
There
go.
you go.
Yep. Sorry, you've been to Kent so many times.
Clip that.
Clip that.
Ed's stuck 3 cans. On
3
each-
cans on each other.
Yeah. It's my dead spot. I can't do well there.
No.
I was once outperformed by a fireworks display.
I've been there, man.
They like tribute acts down there.
Folkestone's in Kent, isn't it?
Yeah,
Folkestone's nice,
Folkestone's-
actually.
Yeah,
I don't mind.
Margate's
I don't
in
mind
Kent,
Folkestone.
bombed hard. Actually, yeah, Margate's all right. Isn't it?
Yeah, Margate's okay.
Margate's good.
People
I'm
are
doing
moving
that.
there.
I'm doing the Margate Fringe.
Yeah.
Bloody hell.
I'm doing
When's
the Margate
that?
Fringe. That's in. It's going to be in May. May
So
time.
a lot of
I'm
people doing
Margate
fringes now, aren't
Fringe.
there? A lot of people doing fringes.
Yeah, it's
A lot of fringes coming up.
excuse me. For us, Homer Simpson. It's it's Sam that runs pop comedy in Two North Down.
Oh yeah, shout out Sam.
Shout out Sam. I did Prince Peckham last week. Great gig.
Nice.
Great gig. What were you going to talk about? Oh, I did Oxford Glee last weekend on Saturday.
Yeah, was it nice?
It's a weird one, that one, because it doesn't feel like a Glee, and it can. I've genuinely got no opinion on it. With the other Glees, some of them have always been good, some of them have always been bad.
Yeah.
And Oxford's just like it's a different gig every time you do it. Do you know what I mean? It doesn't have the same character as the others because it's like I've had some hard ones there. I've had some amazing ones there. It does feel like the crowd is a bit more transient.
Yeah.
I told you about the last gig I did there, didn't I? When I was.
Where Jordan got naked and sucked off the Invisible Man.
Yeah.
Brilliant. So funny.
Great way to go
So
out.
Jordan Brooks, right?
Shout out Jordan Brooks.
Jordan Brooks. He was doing that Glee club, and it was his last one, so he thought he might as well go
Yeah,
crazy.
just go all out.
Started
Suck off
to
the
suck
Invisible
off an
Man to
invisible man
silence.
for the full 15 minutes he was on. I
It's
imagine
20.
full 20 minutes he was sucking off someone that you couldn't see.
Brilliant.
Yeah,
That's so funny.
We're almost done with my list of 3 topics.
yeah.
Oh,
What's
go
your-
on.
go on
What's
then.
the last topic?
Civil War, Neil birthday, and prawn.
Yeah.
Oh wait, yeah.
No, we've discussed prawn.
Let's go.
Yeah,
No, but
we've
that's
done 'em
good.
all.
It's circular. If we go back to prawn for a bit.
Well,
Okay,
yeah, I'm feeling
interesting.
good. I'm feeling
Yeah,
better.
that's
I actually
kind of
feel better
annoying.
now
That's
than
annoying.
earlier.
I've no problem with eating prawn. People
Raw?
Yeah, no, just like I think that
I shouldn't
I
have gone.
I respect pescatarians because it's like they don't a fish or nothing.
Oh, right.
Do you know what I mean? I just don't think there's anything going on there. I think you could tell a fish in its language that you're going to kill and eat it, and it wouldn't do anything.
They're just keeping the door open for sushi at all
Yeah.
times, basically.
Yeah.
Quite hard because water Pokemon one of my favourite Pokemon.
Yeah, no, I think I'm not talking about eating Squirtle because
Right.
you have to bond with him and feed him. But I think it's
He's
like,
sentient
This is.
as well.
Yeah.
I cannot fucking get my head around Pokemon Go.
what do you mean? Can't
Like,
get
I
your head around
downloaded it. There's so many. Like Helen showed it to me before she left,
Yeah,
saying this is. Then went through all these fucking options, all these different things. I have still no idea what I'm supposed to do with it.
you went to catch Pokemon on it.
Play it.
But I have to open up the app,
Yeah.
walk to where it says the Pokemon is.
Yeah, it's for exercise. Yeah,
Yeah.
It's meant to be for like it was initially was like it'd be good to get kids walking about outside.
Or you can sit down and play Pokemon Violet in the dark.
Unfortunately, what it's attracted is well, like, it'd be good for kids to get out and go
What's it
walk about. But unfortunately, it's attracted just Helen and her friends.
Yeah, she does
Do you know
actually.
what would be great for kids if we sent them into the forest on their own, surrounded by adult Pokemon
Yeah,
fans.
no, oh my god, there's a Charizard in that warehouse.
Shout out Helen Bauer, obviously, because she listens to every
It's
episode.
a very rare Pokemon in Austria.
Australia.
Austria.
Do you think she's in? Do you think she's in Melbourne, Austria?
No, I meant I was alluding to something else.
Yeah, I know. I know.
Yeah, it's good to me.
Yeah, I know. It's good to be
good
there.
to
Yeah.
good to avoid that.
Yeah, good to avoid that.
Not long left now. is there?
There's a
What do you mean for the
Snorlax in
podcast,
his
or just for,
basement.
Yeah.
until
For
you
everything, full stop.
until you
Evelyn Mock's coming to London to stay with me.
shout out Evelyn
You know,
Mark?
that's what happened to Madeleine McCann.
Oh god,
She was looking for a Pikachu.
yeah, she's looking for Cyndaquil.
She's still looking for it to this day.
Yeah, yeah. But she,
There's a shiny raid on your balcony, on your hotel balcony.
Oh dear. What a shame!
I'm
What a
not gonna
shame
laugh
to
at
end
that.
it like that.
Why not?
I'm not.
Come on, have
because
a
I
laugh.
don't get it.
All right. Evelyn Mock's coming to see you. Shout out Evelyn.
Shout out Evelyn.
Friend of
She'll
the
be
show.
here for a month. Doesn't listen to the show.
She doing
thinks
gigs?
It's naughty. Yeah, probably.
I haven't done gigs
I
with
mean,
her for years and years.
Yeah, she's renting Helen's room for the month.
Oh, lovely.
And then probably going to ruin my fucking month.
When's Ellen back?
May, mid-May.
We need to do some episodes with Helen. Probably. We need
No, I don't really want her in this.
I
room.
don't.
We sort of need Helen part 2. Yeah, we're not going to tell her the address because she'll just be here all the time.
Can
do
we
it on
blindfold her and have
Do
her
it
come in?
on Zoom or do it in your
Like
flat.
like it's a kidnapping.
It's all fun
Oh,
and games
yeah.
right now, but you know I'll be getting a call about this.
Yeah.
You know, so
Yeah.
I'm going to get it in the neck if we talk about it.
Yeah. that's
I'd
a
love
good
to.
point.
I'd love to kidnap
Oh,
guests for the show.
yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, get Vittorio in a van.
This should be a
We should get a
We should get a
terrifying
van
place
to do an episode.
Oh
in.
my
Yeah.
god, we
Why
should
haven't
just
we
have
got
a van.
fucking podcast van?
Why don't we have the van, lad?
Like
you know,
the-
Hot Wings is
Oh
that
my-
interview show where the pressure is that you have to eat those hot wings.
He's
Yeah.
such an awful interviewer, by the way.
But I think
He's so bad.
you think he's bad.
I think he's so
They
bad.
all compliment him on how good he is.
He's just nothing. Anyway, carry on.
I think because that show is about pressure. You have to interview under pressure. What's the best pressure than being kidnapped and put in a van? Can you imagine all the answers we managed to get out of
Fast on the motorway.
Rachel Paris?
No
as she's
seatbelt.
freaking out over. You know.
Oh, genuinely,
Is that it?
genuinely,
Yeah.
I'm serious. To get a really fucked up old van,
Mm.
like a really old van,
Mm.
and kit it out with our podcast gear inside, would probably be cheaper than this studio hire.
It would be
Yeah, but we have to
if we don't move it.
Yeah,
We'd have to MOT it anyway to keep it on the road.
sure.
We'd have to get a parking permit.
How much would the MOT be?
But how much is
Whatever it
how
costs
much
to
do you have
fix
to
it.
take out of a van before it's not a van? Do you know? If you take the wheels off it, do you have to take an MOT then?
If it's
If it can move, if it's on a public road, then you have to pay for it to be MOT'd.
right.
If it's got a registration number.
What if you put it in a driveway?
Yeah, that's fine. You can put anything in a driveway. You can put a fucking tent in a driveway.
Okay.
We do it in a tent.
Yeah.
Man, we should do it in a van. It couldn't be more expensive than this.
It probably will be.
Oh,
Because,
really?
I mean, it'll be probably a grand or so.
But we can have a road trip. We
I'd
can
also
have
have
a
to do it in a van.
You don't
That's
have to do
another
it.
negative.
Right, well, to go on patreon.com/Slime Country to give us the money to do the podcast in a van.
Any van.
Any van.
We've gone off boat. We're now into a van.
I think
Boat.
boat. We're gonna do it because
we got
this
the
is
studio, didn't we, instead of
Yeah.
the boat?
well, this is pretty portable, so we could do an episode on the pedalos now that the weather's nice, and I think we should.
Yeah, I'd like
'Cause-
to. Which part?
Batsy, I think, is
I
my
got a lapel
favourite
mic now as
pedalos.
well.
Battersea.
Not very good for poddy, I don't think, but
No?
we could try. We could get lapel mics and do an episode on the pedalos.
Yeah.
Tell us on the Patreon if you'd like us to do that, and incentivize us to do it by joining the Patreon.
I want to do Bluebell Railway Journey.
Can I tell you?
What?
I've been begging Liv to buy me tickets for the Bluebell Railway
Can
for
you beg
years.
her to buy us tickets?
Yeah, let's do an episode on the Bluebell Railway.
All right.
Yeah.
Very well.
Yeah.
Very
man.
well.
Do you know about the Bluebell Railway?
Is that what Poirot? No,
Yeah, that's
sorry.
where he killed them.
Yeah. Bluebell.
Marble.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I don't know the Bluebell Railway.
Steam Railway.
Steam Railway
Near
out
Guildford.
in sort of
Where's it
near
go
East,
to?
East Grinstead.
Is it between Legoland and Thorpe
I think it's
Park?
got a little loop or something. I don't know.
Yeah,
No.
it sort of goes
Got the
around.
circle.
It's off the grid. It's got its own grid.
It's near. I'll tell you where it's near. It's near like if you go like south out of East Croydon Station, sort of is it Sussex? Isn't it? It's East Sussex.
Is it East Sussex?
Or
West
Surrey.
Sussex? Or it's Surrey, I think, isn't it?
No, is it
I think it's
Surrey?
Surrey. It's
Well, we
like
could-
southwest, yeah.
If we can go in Croydon, we might as well go IKEA, do 2 in 1.
What do you need for my gear?
A lot. I think I need most of
Do you know what we should do? We should do an episode in IKEA.
You should
How
see
long?
my flat. It's
That's lapel
completely
mics.
empty.
How
That's
long
lapel
can we
mics.
do an episode in a tent in
Oh,
IKEA without being?
Indefinitely. They don't give a fuck.
Yeah,
I
that'd
think
be
we could
brilliant.
record there for 5 days.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
We can
think
have
we-
meatballs.
Do you know what my mum got me from IKEA recently?
What?
Big bag of meatballs.
Oh,
That's nice.
She,
God bless
she was
her.
like, "Look what I got you, son! Massive bag of meatballs."
Fucking great.
I've been making-
Lingonberry?
She
Chili
just-
lingonberry sauce as well?
No, I've just been
sounds
making
good.
spaghetti meatballs out of
no,
them.
she
They're
put him in a
genius.
she put him in a big bag above Ed's bed and he plays with it like a cat. God bless her.
She's got one of those
Shout
ham-
Ali.
you know,
Shout out Ali.
one of those
Ali.
you know the hamster water bottles on the wall but full of meatballs. I just go over and suck on it when I'm hungry.
Fucking bubble tea.
Like a bowl of tea, yeah. A big thing of meatballs and gravy in a hamster bottle. And I just suck on it whenever I'm hungry and thirsty. It's on the wall of my room.
I don't think I'm going to be ill.
Well done, man. I'm proud
Thank
of you.
you.
Good. You've got good tummy
Thanks
after
very
all.
much. Cheers. See you later.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.